Okay, you are Zainol from UUM. Which faculty are you from?
I'm from the School of Technology Management and Logistics.
Okay, so can you tell us what's all this?
Right. Basically, this happens because we had a little bit of difficulty in trying to teach seaport management course in UUM, simply because UUM is very far away from the industry. Alright, so now the closest port that we have is in Penang Port, which is about 2 hours away.
Okay.
So now, when the students go into the class, what happens was that they are not able to visualize whatever I'm trying to teach, because I teach this paper.
Okay.
Alright? So, so what happened was, I have to take all of them for a field trip. Right? Which is good.
Okay.
When I take them to the Penang Port, then they'll be able to tell me, so this is what container looks like, so this is how the container moves, so this is how the crane looks like, gantry crane, belt crane, everything.
Okay.
Fine. So now they know what are the facilities involved.
Yes.
However, they cannot see the operations.
Okay.
What actually happens, behind the scenes.
Alright.
So by creating this game, what I'm trying to do is I bring the entire operation from a port onto the board.
Oh, that's great.
And this is into the class. So when the students play this game, after playing one round, they have a general idea, conceptual operations of a port.
Okay.
Right? So through here, you get an overview of the actual activity that happens out there, with regards to the port, with regards to demand and supply, with regards to investments, with regards to expansion, upgrading facilities, So
you cover everything that's happening in the port?
Well, we couldn't cover everything per se, because that's gonna make the game less fun.
Oh, okay.
You see, if it's too much fun, then it is less education, less, it doesn't educate that much. But if it's too much on education emphasis, then it's not fun at all.
Okay.
So we try to balance the
fun and the education.
Yes.
Part. Okay.
And then at the same time, when we design this game, we have to look at the syllabus.
Oh yeah, you have a syllabus full of
Yes. So what happened was that we have 14 chapters. Now, through this game, we actually we touched 9 chapters.
That's a lot.
Yes, so that's a lot. So meaning, every time when the student goes into the class, when they play, after they play, then we will ask them based on specific chapters.
Right.
So to a certain extent, we do not forego conventional teaching method completely, because we still have the remaining 5 chapters to teach.
Yes.
Okay, but at the same time, the class is no longer a one-way communication whereby the lecturer lectures, or a two-way whereby the lecturer lectures and the Q&A. Because in a Malaysian context, surprisingly, I think it happens in all universities. Out of 30 students, only 5 will be the vocal ones, and these 5 will always be asking questions and all that. And by the end of the semester, the 5 students' name. The remaining 25 were like, who are they again?
Happens.
Yes, it's because the remaining 25 are always the passive, students. They like to wait, listen, take notes. That's it. So through this game, it's not one way, it's not two way, it is multi-way. Because this game is between 3 to 5 players.
3 to 5 players.
Yes, maximum of 5. So what happens is that whoever plays, they have to move. It is their turn to move. They have to talk. They have to communicate, right? Because we want them to practice the soft skills part of it, the communication, the negotiation, convincing. Yes. So what happened was that along the way, they must interact with each other. Because how many times, when you go out with your friends, right? You go to a restaurant, but you don't talk to each other because you're too busy texting, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. So with this, you put aside technology for a while, talk. you know.
Yes.
So you talk among each other, you discuss. And the thing is, this game, the unique part about it is, it is not based on chance like Monopoly. Monopoly, you throw a dice.
Okay, so
This one is based on strategy. You have to observe your competitors. However, it is another unique part is that it is not necessarily competition only. It can be collaboration. For example, every player starts with a specific resources. So supposing you and me, we don't have the same type of resources, so we're not competing, right?
yeah.
So why don't we collaborate and compete with the rest?
Okay. Yeah,
All right. So that means there are times when I have to upgrade, but I don't have enough resources. I don't have enough money. So I upgrade the crane. Now you upgrade the tanker side. So I will send through you. You will send through me. So we help each other out. Because the objective of this game is not who makes more money.
Okay.
The objective of the game is who gains the most victory points. Okay, because no matter how much money you have, if you don't invest, you might as well keep it in the bank. Why do you build a pot for?
It's a very interesting concept.
Yeah, because the victory points actually represents fame, prestige, and more importantly, turnover in the pot. Because once you get things to be exported through your pot, that's how you gain victory points.
Okay.
So that means there's a high turnover, high volume. If there's high volume, then you get more victory points.
Yes, indeed. So that is a very interesting concept. You basically put a lot of thought in this game. You could see that it's a lot of thought. But it's not easy to design a game that have everything with that kind of concept approach. But I think this game will definitely go very far. Because it's one of a kind, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
It took us 6 years to come up into this point. Yes.
Wow, that's long. Okay, unfortunately we don't have enough time.
It's okay.
Alright, so sorry. But
No
it'll
problem.
be, too bad. No, you can explain a bit more.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you for attending the interview.
Thank you.
You for the wonderful explanation.
Thank you so much for accepting me here. Thank
Alright,
you.
thank you.